So I'm going to show you two ways of how to do the herringbone double crochet. For demonstration purposes, I chained 10. You can work for the traditional method in any number of stitches plus 2 for the base chain. In the modified version, it's going to be any number of stitches plus 1 for the base chain. So for the traditional method, we are going to insert our hook into the third chain from the hook after we yarn over. So it's as if we're working a double crochet. Only we're going to do it just a little bit differently because we're going to draw up a loop, and instead of yarning over and doing again as we would with a double crochet, we're going to draw through that first loop there, that's that stitch. Then you're going to yarn over, draw through one loop, yarn over, draw through two. Let's try this again. So yarn over, we'll work into the next stitch, draw up a loop, draw through that chain and that loop right there, yarn over, and then yarn over and draw through two. So we're going to yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop, pull it through that stitch and the first loop on that hook, yarn over, draw through, yarn over, draw through two. Go. We'll yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop, pull it through, pull through once, yarn over, draw through two. You can actually get a pretty good groove going on this once you get the hang of it. And we're just going to do this all the way down. And when you come to the very end, you will turn, and for the traditional herringbone, you chain 3. And then that chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so you will not work this first stitch. You'll then work into the second one with a herringbone double. So you yarn over, insert your hook in that next stitch, drop a loop, pull it through the stitch, yarn over, draw through one, yarn over, draw through two. And that is all the herringbone double is. We'll pick it up just a little bit. Now, one of the things I'm not crazy about with the herringbone in the traditional method is that the edges are not straight. They tend to get a little bit wavy. I have a larger sample to show you. So you can see here where you can see where the edges are. I'm not a big fan of that. So I'm going to show you how to do a straighter edge. And it's very, very simple. It's just one little modification. So for that, you will simply chain 2 instead of 3. And you chain them loosely. If you do it too tight, then it's going to pinch your stitches. So if you chain it loosely, that acts as the double crochet. And then you work your herringbone double, just like you would the other way. And we'll just work this across. The only thing that changes for this is how we do the edges. So when you get to the end, you turn and chain 2 loosely. And then you work just like the others, where you yarn over, insert your hook, draw it through the stitch in that first loop, yarn over, draw through one, yarn over, draw through two. And you just work it as you would the regular herringbone double crochet. And when you get to that last stitch, you'll put it on top of the chain 2. Oops, my yarn is being cranky. And then you'll just turn, chain 2 loosely, and you see that edge is already looking a little bit straighter. And after you've done a few, you will see how your edges start getting nice and straight. And there's not nearly that big gap that you get when you do it with the traditional method. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.